I can't believe that I just did it that way. I, for some reason, kept messing up. This is where we're at, and I'm super excited to keep going. Now I need to show you guys. To cast on my KaleidoWave sweater today. I have been dying to cast it on ever since making the gauge swatch, and I've kind of been waiting to share it with you guys. So here is my gauge swatch. My gauge is pretty close, which I'm super happy about, and I think I'm using the same needles actually as the pattern, which is kind of unusual. Usually I have to go down a needle size because I'm such a loose knitter, but I was super excited that my gauge turned out on the first try. I cannot wait to get started. This yarn, y'all, is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna have to wind up the rest of my yarn as well, but I've got this one here and then this green, and how the pattern is worked is you alternate these, and so I'm not sure yet if I'm going to alternate them exactly like the pattern does or if I'm going to kind of do my own thing, so that's to be determined. But I am so excited to get started. This mixtape yarn is so fun to knit with because it's like a new surprise every single row because it's self-striping, and you get not only a new color but also a new style of yarn. I've never used these colors before, and so I am super excited to get going on this sweater. So let's go ahead and cast on our stitches. Especially with this vintage Malibu Barbie colorway, I just have loved seeing just the different colors next to each other. So this pink and blue, that's so pretty, like this periwinkle, and then this pink color next with this like lilac color in the Spun Cloud Light, and then that mixed with this kind of coral in the wildflower. It's just so pretty. I love seeing these next to each other. It is so beautiful. So this one has been extra fun. I mean, all the mixtape yarns are so fun because you get to see so many different colors and yarns and textures and things like that, but I just especially love this one. It's been so fun. This, y'all, oh my goodness, this needle case from Knit Collage. I am obsessed. Oh, I'm just realizing that I don't have a 7mm, so I think that I will use 6.5mm for the ribbing instead of a 7 because I do not have a 7. But I am using what the pattern calls for the main part of the sweater, which is an 8mm. Portion here, I did think about adding in the green instead of this right here with this like Serenity Boucle, just to kind of add it in, but then I wanted to have the different yarn texture, so I decided to go ahead and leave this in here. It's definitely a very distinct stripe, and I think with the wave pattern it'll start being a little bit more funky, and I haven't decided how often I want to alternate the two yarns, but I will keep you posted on that. I've got this portion all finished and I'm super excited to start the wave part. So for my first skein, I started with this Spun Cloud color, and then for this one, I'm going to start with this Serenity Boucle yarn here. So it's a similar color, but it's going to have a different color pattern. As you can see, this is what it's looking like here. This is the one I started with, and so it's going to be different now with this skein. So I'm excited to see how this one winds up. You guys, this pink right here is so pretty. Oh my goodness, you guys. Well, I think that I may have done it the same way. I can't believe that I just did it that way. Of course, this is the same way because that was the other end. Okay, so let's reverse this and see what happens. Okay, that's more like it. Oh my goodness, you guys, that's hilarious, but you know, it happens. So now we have the reverse of the other one. So this one's a little bit different. Of course, I've already used some of this one, but this one starts out with the Serenity Boucle, and that is what I needed to. So it's really like the reverse. If you're winding it up, you need to start with what you want to end with. Now that we are back on track with this, I'm going to go ahead and wind up one of these green in the opposite, this time hopefully getting it right, and we'll see how that one looks. So with this one, we know that we ended with this one, so that's the start. That's the yarn that I have to start with. So I know that I'm going to start winding with this so that I end up with the opposite. Okay, so here we are a couple days later, and this is the progress that I've made. Oh my goodness, you guys, this sweater is so much fun to knit. Let me tell you that I, for some reason, kept messing up. I kept doing the pattern wrong. I don't know if I was just tired or what it was, but I finally got it. So here we are. Like I mentioned, I did originally plan on just having like all the balls of yarn attached and just like going for it with all the stripes. But I think ultimately it's going to work better for me to just kind of add it in when I want to. Since this yarn is self-striping anyway, I just don't think that it needs kind of that random with all the balls of yarn attached. It just already has that beautiful self-striping effect. And so I think ultimately it's just going to be better to choose my colors as I go, and just like what I want to go next will be super fun. And then I have all the balls that I've already wanted to choose from. So the pattern is specific about how many rows it alternates, but I kind of wanted to just like do my own thing with the colors. So I think what I'm going to do, or what I have been doing so far, is just kind of adding in whatever next color I'm excited about. So that may end up creating more ends, but honestly, I just think it's going to be super fun. And so this is kind of where I'm at. I think I might stick with the green here and then go to dark green, and then I'll start adding in the pink again. I just love all of these colors so much. They are so cute, y'all. I love them. Just look at that pink. Then of course the neon in there. And so it's been really fun to knit. I think this sweater is going to knit up really quickly, and so I cannot wait to finish it. But I'm making a size 2. I think it's going to be perfect, like the perfect oversized fit. I've already marked for where the underarm is, and now I'm just going to keep going in the pattern for a few more rows. Each of these panels is worked separately. So I started with the back, and then I will go on to the front. The only thing that's a little tricky about this pattern is that I really want to see the colors in the daylight to be able to choose what I want the next color to be. And so it's kind of hard to work on at night because you can't really get the full color effect. So it's definitely one of those projects that is easier to work on during the day. I think this is going to go so fast, so I want to make sure that I update y'all every once in a while and show you my progress. this is my finished back or front panel. I'm not sure yet. I think once I get them both finished, I'm going to look at them because I think they're pretty much the same, or they are the same. And so I'm going to see which one I like better and then just put one on the back, one on the front. Here's where I'm at with the other panel. This one is a little bit different and I'm really excited to see how it comes together. I really have just been doing whatever color I thought would be cute next. So for a while I've held like one colorway, maybe for 6 or 8 rows, and then I'll switch to the other one maybe for a couple of rows, and then I've really been kind of random with it because that's ultimately I think what I want. I want there to be balance, but I want it to be random because I just love that look. So I'm super excited. I still have a little bit left before the underarm portion, and then I'll continue on with the top part. I think one of the main reasons why this is so fun, well obviously the yarn is super fun, but also this like feather and fan detail, this like wave pattern is so much fun. Once you memorize the stitch pattern, it really just works up so quickly and it just comes together in this beautiful way. I just love this. I just love this pattern so much, and I'm so excited because I know I'm going to wear this thing all the time, like even in the summer, because it doesn't get super warm here. Even in the summer, it will be a perfect summer sweater as well. I already have plans to make another one of these because truly it is so fun. I want to make one as a gift, I know for sure, and then possibly another one for myself. I think it would be a really great like scrap yarn project. So if you just had lots of different yarns in this weight, or maybe some held together that you could create the same weight, would be a super cute option. So I'm just super excited to finish this one. I really love it. Love the colors. I really love like the pops of bright colors. So like the neon and then the hot pink. I'm just really love those. I will probably give you guys another update once I get to the sleeve portion and after I finish this part, but I'm very excited about it. What I'm doing with the color pattern. I went with the vintage Malibu Barbie for a little while, and I don't know exactly how many rows, but I wanted to kind of space out the brighter colors so that they're evenly distributed throughout the front or the back, whatever I decide to do this for. So I decided to go ahead and add in the neon up here. I love this highlighter color. It's so cute. Since it was down here, I wanted to put it up here after this kind of hot pink color. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. And I always love pink and kind of this gold color together. I always think that looks really pretty. So I am loving the way that it's looking. It definitely looks different. You can kind of compare the two. So here's my first one. Oh, whoops, it's upside down. This one I didn't do exactly like that. I did also kind of space out the colors, but it's a little bit different. So this is where we're at, and I'm super excited to keep going. This sweater, like I said, is so much fun. I am loving it. So I finished the sleeve, sort of. I finished it to the pattern measurement. A couple of things. I do think I am going to make the sleeve longer, for sure. One thing I did not do is block the pieces. It called for you to block the pieces before seaming. I did not do that because I was too excited to start seaming. So I do think that I am going to do that. But ultimately, I think I really am going to like the length. It is right at like a high-waisted pant length, which I really like. And so I do think it's just going to be like a little bit longer here, but I would like the sleeve to be longer for sure. Another thing about the sleeve is I think, oh my goodness, my cat. What are you doing? Another thing is I think I would like the sleeve to be a little bit bigger. So there's a couple of decreases in here, and I'm definitely going to take out one of the decreases. I may end up taking out both decreases. So I will keep you posted on that. I know it's just going to be like a breeze once I've figured out how I want these measurements to go. I think about 2 inches is all I'm going to add, because I do think with blocking it's going to grow a little bit. So that is where I'm at, a little update. I'm going to start this sleeve. I really wanted to like get started on this sleeve and the adjustments that I was telling you guys about. Just go ahead and do that with this sleeve. Can you see my cat like running in the background? But I wanted to go ahead and do this sleeve, but I was like, no, I need to show you guys. So this is what I think I'm gonna do. I do like this sleeve and I think it's nice, but ultimately I like kind of a little bit of a looser sleeve. I don't want it to be too loose, but I do think I want it to be at least one decrease looser. So this is what I kind of chose for the front and back. You'll have to tell me which one you like better. I may change it up, we'll see. The good part about this pattern is that you can wear it either way. Another thing that I may adjust, I don't know. I may just go a couple of stitches, close it up a couple of more stitches, or if I do end up adding a crochet border here, that will close it up a little bit too. I think maybe just a little bit, not a lot, but I don't want it to like fall off my shoulder is the only thing. And see, if I bring it up, it definitely makes that sleeve shorter. So I don't know. I may add the crochet border and then see how that turns out. I do kind of like how this kind of ended up with the two on the sides. I left some of the side seams just kind of loose so that if I needed to change it, these of course will all be going inside. But I did leave the seams undone if I needed to adjust them at all. I like the sides of the armhole and everything, so I don't think I'll do any adjustments there. I just might add like one more stitch here. That's it for the seaming. But there is my progress, and I'll keep you guys posted as I make this next sleeve and redo this sleeve. So happy with this sweater. I really love it. It was so much fun to work on. As you guys saw, I did block it, so of course blocking makes all the difference. It just really helps everything lay and drape really beautifully, and so I'm really happy with it. Once I blocked it, it's actually a really good length too, so like a perfect length for kind of high-waisted pants, which is what I wear most of the time. I also have worn it with a skirt, which has been super fun. I just really love this sweater. I definitely will be making another one. You guys already saw my scraps that I have plans for. I think I'm just gonna kind of like work it together in some form of color pattern. I'm not sure yet how that's gonna go, but I'm excited for that. That's gonna be a gift. And I think I probably will make another one of these for myself as well. I don't know what yarn I'll use, but it is just so much fun. I really love it. I'm super happy with the way the colors turned out. So this is what I chose for the front, and then this is what I chose for the back. The cool part is that if I want to switch it around, I can just wear it the other way because they're both the same. Both the pieces are the same. I did end up making the crocheted border here on the neck edge, but I didn't add any stitches. So I think it's a good length. I mean, obviously, like if you've got a tank or something underneath, it shows it, but I really think it still works really well as far as the width of it. I did like the finishing that the crochet border added. I think the only adjustment I made was on the sleeve. So you guys saw that I didn't really want the more narrow sleeve, and I decided to just go with no decreases on the sleeve, and then I just made a decrease right before the cuff. So that's kind of how I decided to go with it. I just made the decrease right before I started the ribbing here. And then I think I made one other decrease while I was doing the cuff. But that's really it for the sleeves, and I really like the way they turned out. They're not like super large, but they're also not super small. The only thing I maybe would have done differently is I used the Serenity Boucle yarn on this part of the cuff right here. It's not quite as fitted as this part of the cuff, so because it's just a different texture of yarn. I think I maybe would have preferred a little bit snugger of a fit right there, but ultimately I think it is just great. I really love it. And the colors, I was really choosing it for the color. So that's like I did with the whole sweater. I just chose whatever color I wanted to use next. I'm really happy with that strategy. I think it worked really well. And so yeah, here is my finished sweater. I'll be sure to link the mixtape yarn down below. I'm not sure when this KaleidoWave sweater pattern will be available. Sometimes it is 6 months to a year after the knit along, and then sometimes if it is a part of another knit along, it might be a little bit longer. I'll be sure to go back and add the link to this sweater pattern whenever it's available. But I will also link the other mixtape sweater down below that I made last year, 2 years ago. Last year, I think it was last year. It is so much fun as well. I'll be sure to link that down below too if you're interested in checking that out. Thank you guys so much for joining me for my KaleidoWave vlog. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me during this spring 2026 Knit Collage knit along. This is one of my favorite projects. I know that I will wear this all the time. Anything with the mixtape yarn I feel like is just so easy to just throw on. It has great drape. It just is beautiful yarn. So I really love it. I'm super excited. I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!